Here's a little trade recap for today, as promised. So the plan yesterday, I tweeted this yesterday, February 8th. Pre-market plan was pretty simple. I was looking for a move into demand around 41.20s, and I was looking for a pop. So this is how we actually caught over 100% on our overnight calls, right? I was looking for a move into demand around 41.20s and a pop. That is how we were able to capture 102% on this swing. So in this video, I'm going to go over, the reason behind why I had taken the trade. And I will go over how we caught the end of day bounce as well from demand as well. So this was the demand zone right here. I'm going to draw it just down there so you all can see it. If I go here into the 15-minute chart, yesterday, you can see that the market was forming a wedge into demand, right? So this is actually where I had put the overnight calls alert out. I was looking for a rally up, okay? So from our long alert, this yielded a 46-point pop, giving us 102% on these calls. Going into today, I thought we had a triangle forming, right? Because we were forming this series of lower highs, higher lows, okay? So the second I saw us breach this, obviously, the triangle for wave 4 was obviously invalidated, okay? So what I did see end of day, which is how we were able to catch this 28% on the bottom tick. We also caught a midday scalp for a small win. It was a wash, but a small win. This is how we caught 28% on the end of day pop. Going here was I said, obviously, we eliminated the possibility of a triangle. I saw a flag forming at the demand around 40.75 SPX. Okay. So, I posted this, in advance, far below, or far in time before price had even met the level. Here, we can see we have our level of demand, okay? I actually sent the alert out around, I believe, 40.72 is when I sent it out. But we had this channel forming right into demand where I issued the call alert, and you can see we actually caught the absolute bottom of it, bouncing up for 24 points, okay? So now I'm going to go into my outlook here and potentially what I'm saying going into CPI, okay? So this move down here looks like it's all in threes, you know what I mean? This all looks like in threes. What that suggests is that this is not impulsive, okay? So what I'm seeing here is a possible bull flag, okay? Let's say that this demand zone holds. I believe they're going to run the 41.95 highs, stopping out early shorts, okay? And I believe that all we just saw here was a WXY down, okay? 3, 3, 3 swings. Okay, so this is one scenario that I'm looking at. Keep in mind that we did, technically speaking, retrace into demand that caused this break of structure. Okay, so as long as 40.15 holds, let's call this critical support, right? The expectation is that as the market keeps on forming these higher highs, higher lows, right, these strong lows will hold, and they're going to run the weak highs, right? Because overall directional order flow remains bullish, right? Because the market is forming these higher highs, higher lows. So the expectation is, as long as these strong lows hold, the expectation is, right, as long as this hold, we get a run of the weak highs. Should be right here. So tomorrow's action is going to be pretty critical going into CPI. Pretty interesting price action, but we are in demand. If 40.15 holds, I believe we see 4,200. Obviously, if we lose 40.16, well, then this could be part of a wave 3, right? So it'd be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Okay, so that's SPX. If we go into QQQ here, same story here in the Qs. Let's go into the regular hours chart. A couple things I'm seeing here is we get the strong move up on elevated volume right here. Okay, volume means nothing more than effort. So obviously on this pop here, we get a nice surge in volume. Okay, this pullback that has just been a chop fest looks possibly like a bull flag. I say this also because volume is in agreement with the price action, right? So you have declining volume, you have anemic volume on this pullback. So technically speaking, volume is in agreement with price, okay? Meaning that we're seeing this low volume decline, a potential bull flag into support here, okay? So assuming the pattern holds, support holds, I believe they're going to run the 313 high, stopping out early shorts. Same story here, right? Directional order flow remains higher highs, higher lows. So the expectation, as long as we keep on forming these higher lows, they're going to run the weak highs. This volume here, guys, is in agreement with price. If we were to see a strong move down on inclining volume, right? Well, then I think that we'd have more downside. But for now, I don't see any supply on QQQ until this 316, 320 area. And this sort of looks both laggy, right? We get strong move up, right? A breather, volume is in agreement with price. That holds. I believe we can see 316, 320. And again, like I talked about with the S&P chart, obviously, if this is a fake bull flag, well, obviously, we could be beginning wave 3 down. I'm leaning towards the bullish side, mainly because of volume. But let's see what happens. Hope this video helps. This is just some insight into the rest of the week going into CPI.